Hi everyone! The content for today's video is truly exciting. For today, we will be teaching you how to color and shade your drawing. Tip number 1. If you are still a beginner at digital art, what we recommend you to do is trace your drawing. Simply import the picture of your art to Ibis Paint, add another layer, and from then on, you can start making your line art. To help you with coloring faster and have a more organized feel, you should pick or make your color palette. It is advisable to use 3 colors first to see what you're working with. Knowing how to differentiate different colors and tones will be an advantage. Now, have you done our tips? If you're ready, then let's go! We will first start with coloring. Add a layer and drag it underneath the line art. This is a separate layer made so while you're coloring it doesn't overlap with your drawing. Now, choose your base colors. It is easier that way instead of going ahead of the steps. Tip number 3. For the brush tip, we use a custom brush. You can get this brush by scanning a QR code which is presented on the screen. Done? Let's move on to tip number 4. It is better to keep your colors monochrome to have a balanced feel and your colors should complement each other. Once you have picked your base colors, it is now time to color. We suggest starting with the skin, hair, and lastly, the clothes. Tip number 5. Take your time coloring. Rushing your art will not make the experience all that fun. Take it easy and have fun. Now, let's move on to shading. Tip number 1. Remember the color palette you had earlier? Choose a darker range than your base. This will be the shadows. To shade, you will only shade the parts where it usually has shadows. For example, the bottom of your face, bottom of the chin, and also the legs. Having a reference on your side will help, as this can inspire you with your shading technique. When shading, you will only use streaks of the brush. If you prefer softer shading, you can blend it at all. However, if you prefer harsh shading, then you can use the hard dip pen. We recommend you to do the same pattern like the one in the coloring. Hair, skin, and then clothes. And lastly, tip number 3, there are no right or wrong ways of doing shading, but what is important is to balance out the shadows to make your drawing look nice. This is all for this video, and this is how the drawing looks after deciding on the color and shading it. Hope you all learned something new. Once again, this is the Artist Lounge. Thank you and bye!